All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your own NFT Explorer. All you have to do is to give the address of a wallet and it's going to fetch out all the NFT on the respective blockchain which you're going to pick because we are providing 50 plus options to the user. So here you will find, once you will provide the address, here you will find all the NFT which this particular account hold. So currently I'm connected with the mainnet and the account which I have found on OpenSea which hold all of this NFT, and I'm connected with the mainnet. So that's all you can able to find right up here. Looks perfect. If you want to switch the network, you can do that very easily. You can simply come back here and you can go back to the different network. So the moment I will click on this, it's going to make a call and it's going to fetch out the NFT. So currently we are connected with the Ethereum mainnet. If I want to switch back to any other network like Arbitrum or Optimum mainnet, I can simply click here and it's going to fetch out the NFT with the Optimum mainnet. Back here in the Polygon, I can click on this mainnet and it's going to simply pick that, and here it will give me all the details about the NFT. Some of the NFTs in the cache form, so that's why the image will take a little bit time to load. If you come back to the base, if you can go back to the base mainnet, you can able to find all the NFT which they have on the base net. So every single thing is dynamic. If I come back here, if I change it to Ethereum, I can able to find the NFT which is listed on Ethereum. I can simply come back here and I can over on the NFT and I will have these details about the NFT. I can simply copy the contract address. So once you have the contract address of the NFT, you can easily able to utilize it in anywhere and you can build different logic around it. So that's how you can click here and it's going to give you the details about the NFT, and you can simply click on copy and it's going to simply copy that. Close this one. So that's how you can simply switch. We have Ethereum, we have a base, we have Polygon, we have a Binance. If I switch back to Binance mainnet, is there any NFT? So currently Binance is not activated. That's why you can see this is how it's going to look. But the moment we will switch back to Ethereum, you will find the NFT will reflect fine. You can simply come back here and you can check all the network which I have provided, including the testnet and the mainnet, so which you can test from your end. Now what I will do, I'm going to change the wallet address. So I can simply come back to my MetaMask wallet and I'm going to simply log into it. And this is my wallet address. I'm going to simply come back here and paste. Right now you can see I don't hold any NFT in the mainnet, but I can simply switch back to the base Sofali and it's going to simply fetch all the NFT which I hold on this base Sofali test network. I can even go back to the Ethereum Sofali which I have used for creating some liquidity in the NFT, and you can see that's reflecting fine. You can simply click here and you will have the details about the one. I can simply go back to the base one more time and you will find the data is reflecting. If I come back here, if I go back to the Polygon Amoy, I can able to find the NFT which I have created. So I haven't used this particular account for creating NFT on the Polygon Amoy. Same goes with the Binance and same goes with this one. So you can literally pick any blockchain and you can simply provide the address and you can able to fetch which is listed on that particular blockchain with this particular account. So if you come back here, if you click on the join, you can simply give your email ID and you can simply send email to the DAB holder, and that's how you can collect the email ID of the user. So every single thing is looking good. You can simply come back here, do the inspect element and you can check it's 100% responsive for the mobile device at build. It's pretty beautiful. You can click here, it's going to give you this model. You can simply close that one. You can come back here, you will have the Ethereum pop-up model, base, we have a Polygon, we have a Binance, and here we have all the network which we are providing. So this looks absolutely perfect. So I would highly encourage you to come and simply build this particular project. It will teach you every single thing which you have to know to become a blockchain NFT DApp developer. So this one is pretty good. I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to code it and how the application is going to work. If I change the account, you can see it's going to fetch out the NFT. So currently I'm connected with the Sofali, so I have to switch back to Ethereum. You can check in all the network one by one. So here we got it. If you want to go back to the Polygon, you can go that. If you go to Binance, base, or any other network which is available here, you can simply switch. So this is what exactly we're going to build. I hope you guys have gotten complete understanding that how exactly it's going to look. It's pretty powerful, which will help you to understand the NFT model and how you can simply use this particular model to build a different application, or you can simply start utilizing this to make money. So you're going to simply allow user to promote their NFT. You're going to simply run an ad campaign, or you can simply add a Google AdSense in that to make money. So it's a really powerful application to monetize your dApp and you can make money. So now let me give you a quick walkthrough of the entire architecture of this particular project and how our application is working and what are the technology we are utilizing. You can come back to the blockchain coder. There you will find all the resources we have provided for this particular project which we're going to build together. So come back to the source code section. Here you will find all the project we have built on our channel. Everything is working absolutely fine. So build at least 5 projects. Then you can able to understand that how blockchain tab exactly work. So come here, click on this recent project, and here you will have, in that you will find the final source code as well as the startup file as well as the setup video which I'm recording this one. So click on this get now and it will take you here. From here you can get the final source code, startup file and the setup video which I'm going to attach. So click on this get startup file. You will come back to the GitHub repository. There you will find all the folder and file structure, all the technology, all the required node versions and the test account which is already provided to you. So here we have provided all of this. Now let's come back here and let me give a quick walkthrough of the final source code. So come back here. Once you will get the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to unzip that and you will get this particular folder. Make sure to open that one. In that you will have this two folder, the startup file and the final source code. This is the entire code of the complete project which we're going to code together. So make sure to open this folder in your VS Code. So I'll click on this VS Code. I can come back open. I can go back to desktop and here I have this particular one and I will select this particular folder, open it. This is the entire code of the project which we're going to code together, and this one is very important that you have to understand the entire folder structure which we are utilizing. So later in the future, if any other developer wants to contribute in the project, it would be easy for them to do that. So the very first section we have is the component. In that you will have the entire component we have designed. So this is the SVG icon section, and that you will find all the icon which we are utilizing in the filter section, input and search. That's all we have. Here we are simply importing the icons. We are also using the React icon library and we are using the SVG icon. We are using the combination of that. So simply close this one. This is the SVG. This is the component for action. We have a filter, we have a input search, we have a loader, NFT details, pop-up model, preloader, and here we have this component which we are importing and exporting so we can utilize it. It's going to be a single page application. So this is the entire component of our application. Now come back to the pages. In that we have the 2 pages. So we don't need to do any configuration right up here. The only thing we have to do is to take the toaster for displaying the notification. And here we have the library which allow to provide the animation and all. Come back to the index page, and this is the entire code where we are doing all the logic for our application. So you don't need to make any changes right up here. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do, which you can simply perform if you want to do the changes. So the complete logic we have included right up here. All the changes which you have to do in your environment variable and everything would be working fine. That's the index page. Now we can simply come back here, close it. Here we have the public folder. In that we have the asset folder. In that you will find the CSS file, font, icon, images and JavaScript, which you can simply ignore it. It's not that important. We are utilizing it behind the scene because we are using libraries. Here we have the icons of our project. So this is the icon, this is the logo, that's all we have, and this is the blockchain coder. Simply close this one, come back to the styles, and in that we have the global file. So we are importing all the CSS file. Then we have created a couple of custom classes which we are utilizing it. Looks perfect. So you don't need to touch anything, just keep it as it is. Now we can come back to the package.json file. I'll show you the environment variable. So come back to the Nextjs, just keep it as it is. Here we have the package.json file. We are utilizing very light packages. So we have this 3 script, dev, build, start, lint. And here we have the dependency. We are using this forms pair for sending email. We are using Acmely, Nextjs, and here we have the toaster and the icon. So it's pretty small libraries we are utilizing. Here we have the readme file in which I have given you all the details about this particular project, including the setup video. Or you can watch this video till then, you will understand everything, that what are the technology you have. Come back to the environment variable, which is the most important thing. So come back here. So we need couple of private keys. So the first thing we need is the Acmely API key, which allows to make the call. So this is my API key, which I'm going to provide you in the final source code, but make sure to create your own API key and provide it here. By default, I'm going to start the application on base Sofali because I use base Sofali a lot. So just keep it as it is because user can simply switch it from the front end, or you can simply specify a particular blockchain where you want to allow the user to start. Because if you come back to the application, by default it's reflecting the base Sofali. That's the default behavior we have set, but you can simply change that. or user can simply switch back to different network. There is no problem. So we have the API key, we have the base network, and here I have this two account which I have taken as a dummy. So this is the account which I have found on OpenSea, which I have used to show you all the NFT. And this is my account which I have used on Ethereum Sofali and base Sofali to create and fetch the NFT. And this is my FormSphere API key for sending emails. I hope you guys are familiar with all of this. That's the only thing we need. These things are important. This one, and this one. This one is additional I have given, so you can simply do the testing from your end. So once you have all of this, now before actually I execute this code, let's try to get our API keys first. So first we're going to get this Alchemy API key. So come back, minimize that, come back here, open a new type Alchemy. And it's a powerful platform, allow you to interact with the Web3 nodes and the blockchains. It has a multiple supports which you can simply utilize it. I can simply log into my account, and there you will find I have logged into my account. Make sure to create your account, verify your account. Once you will have it, you will have a similar dashboard like it. Here you will find all the project which I have created. You can click on this view all, and here you will find all of that. I've already created a lot of project. This one is the active project which is going on from one of my clients. That's what you can see. And if you want to create one, you can simply click here and you can simply create. I'm not going to do that, okay, because I have already exceeded my limit. I'll simply come back here and I'm going to use the existing project. So this time I'm going to utilize this NFT marketplace endpoint, and you can simply come back here and you can pick anyone. So I'll suggest you to pick a Ethereum. Let's see, where is Ethereum? There it is. Or you can go with anyone because all the API key will have the same endpoint. So you can simply select here, copy this one, and that's what you can provide in the code. So I'm going to simply replicate it, and that's what I can simply provide, paste here, and I'm going to simply commit this one. So that's the first thing. I'll just keep it this way. I'm not going to make any changes. Keep this way. And I hope you guys know that how to generate this one, because I have explained in multiple times. So make sure to watch this to understand that how you can create your own account and get your API key. I'm not going to repeat the same thing again. Okay, once you replace that, now you are ready to start the application. So simply come back here, close this one, open up your terminal, and now you have to check your node version. So if I show you my node version, I'm using the latest one. There is no problem using the latest one. If I check my npm version, I'm using the latest one. There's no problem. Now I have to install the packages. I'll simply type npm I, and it's going to do the installation, and I will have my node modules. In that I will have all the packages which I have utilized for building the application. So close this one. Here we got a couple of warnings. Simply ignore that. It's not that important. So I'll simply clear my terminal. Now we have installed the packages. Now we can simply run the application. So we can simply come back here in the packages and file. We'll run the dev command. After that, I will show you how you can run the build command to deploy the application. So simply type npm run dev, and it's going to do the loading. Here you can see our application will start on localhost 3000. I'm going to simply cut this one, come back to the browser, come here and simply reload the page, and it's reloading, and finally our application is started. That's how it's going to look. Perfect. Now I'm going to simply get my wallet address, so I can simply come here and get it from here, copy, and that's what I can simply paste, and it's going to load. So right now I'm connected with the mainnet. You can see that. I'm going to simply switch back to the base Sofali, and here we are. So finally I'm connected with the base Sofali, and we got all of these details. Perfect. If I go back to the Ethereum Sofali, and here I will have the details. So everything is looking good. If I make the check on the mainnet, I can do that very easily. So I need to get an account which has NFT on the mainnet. So I'll go with this particular account, and I can simply come back here and I can simply paste the address, and it's going to fetch out all the NFTs. So right now I'm connected with the different account. I'll simply switch back to Ethereum, and there it is. All the NFT will reflect absolutely fine. I hope you guys can appreciate that how things will work absolutely great. You can simply do the inspect element, and every single thing is looking great. Perfect. So every single thing is looking great. You can switch between different network, and you can able to fetch the NFT based on that network. You can see we are getting some of the images are taking a little bit time because it's in the cache. That looks good. That's all you can check. So let's come back to the Ethereum, because this NFTs has a lot of value. So now you have understood that how you can do and start the application when you will get the final source code. Now let me show you how you can deploy the application to Netlify. So I can simply come back to the code. I'm going to simply close this one, and I'm going to simply close this one, open up my terminal, stop the application from running, and I have to run the build command. So if you come back here in the packages and file, it's going to export a out folder, and that will have the complete code of our project. So simply type npm run build and hit enter. It's going to generate the static file, and that's what you can deploy. So you have two options to deploy the application. You can deploy it as a Next.js application, or you can deploy it as a static file. So most of you don't like to deploy as a Next.js application, and some of you like to use like WordPress. So once the generation will complete successfully, you can able to find this out folder. In that you will have the complete source code of the project, and this is the folder we have to upload. I'll simply close this one, close this one. So we're done with this. I'm going to simply close this as well. Now we can simply come back here. I'll close this one, and come back here, and we can go back to the Netlify. I hope you know how to get to Netlify. Netlify, hit enter, and it will take you here. Click on the very first link, and it is a very powerful platform which allow you to deploy your application for absolutely free. If your application is static, then you will find all the details. So make sure to create your account with GitHub. It will help you a lot, because if you want to import any repository from GitHub and upload, you can do that very easily. But we are following the static model. So I will click on login, and here I'm into my dashboard. I have already deployed the application. You can see that is there, but I will deploy this one more time. So I'll click on this, go back to deploy manually, and here I have to simply drop the folder. So I'll click on this, go back to the desktop. I'm already on the desktop. Click on the explore, go back to the final source code, and this is the folder we have generated, the out folder. Simply select and upload. So this is the one which we have to upload it. Click on this, upload, and it's uploading. Don't refresh the browser. It will take like 10 to 15 seconds to upload the code, and here you will have that in your dashboard. So finally we have uploaded the code successfully, and here you can see we got the URL. So I want to change the URL of my application. So come back to the site configuration, and here you will have an option called change site name. You can do the changes. So I'll say NFT Explorer. You can call whatever you want and save it. And this name is already taken, so I'll say NFT Explorer Daulat, and click on this save, and here we got it. Now you can easily able to visit this one to have your application live. So I'll click here, and I will come back to the browser, and there I can able to find the application is working absolutely fine. I can simply give my wallet address to fetch out all the NFT we have created. I'll paste here. It's going to make a call, and here you will find the NFT is looking great. So this application is really powerful. It will help you to understand that how multiple blockchain requests exactly work, how you can able to get the data. You are solving an actual problem. We don't have any application just like this which allows us to fetch the NFT from multiple blockchain, and you can simply display. So it's going to be a very good project, and you can simply monetize that through promotion, ad campaign, promoting NFT, promoting creator, or you can simply run a Google ad campaign right here and display ads. And that way you can generate money. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we develop in the complete project. You can simply come back to the blockchain coder and get the startup file and download it, so we can start following it. So that's the only thing from my end. I hope you guys have understood that how powerful this application is. If you have any more question, any doubt, let me in the comment section, and make sure to follow the complete project. You will understand everything. With that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.